Hello and welcome to Creative Touch Beauty and Microblading Arts Center's two-part series on microblading. This is part 2 on microblading and shading combo brow. Be sure to watch part 1 of this series, table setup and brow mapping, before proceeding. We begin our procedure with applying Zone 1 topical numbing cream, which has 5% lidocaine, making sure the entire brow is covered with a generous amount. We apply plastic wrap over the area for 25 minutes to ensure maximum absorption. To prevent your outline from smudging, you will need to pat gently instead of rubbing in. Using a wooden Q-tip stick, we will gently remove Zone 1 cream to ensure not to smudge your outline. You can also use a dry tissue and pat the remaining cream off if area is still wet. To begin the microblading procedure, we will use a disposable microblading hand tool. The product seen in this video is featured on our website. It's a 14-slope nano needle created exclusively for Mac. Placing our first 4 strokes will create the angle of the brow. For this portion of the brow, we will go back and forth for the first 4 lines to ensure evenness and symmetry. Your tool should be at a 90-degree angle, stretching the skin taut. The amount of pressure will vary depending on the area of the brow. Starting at the bottom outline, we place our tool on the line and pull back to the middle of the brow. This creates the bottom spine of the brow. After creating the bottom spine, we move to the upper arch and the upper tail. We place our tool on the line and pull down towards the middle brow, creating the upper arch and tail. This combo of placement ensures that our outline does not smudge and stays intact for the entire first pass. It is important to note that any placement should always start from the outline and move inward. As we make the lower tail outline, we reverse the direction, pulling upwards to ensure we are going from outline to middle brow. After lower arch and full tail have been created, we move to the upper brow to create the upper spine of the brow, going from the outline to the middle, pulling down. After first pass is complete, we will saturate the area with a mixture of our pigment and blue gel to maximize color absorption and continue the numbing process. We will complete the same steps on the other brow. If the client needs more numbing to the brow, you can apply just the blue gel to the area on top of the pigment, rubbing it in gently with a Q-tip. We start our second pass, repeating the same sequence as the first pass. Starting at the first 4 hair strokes, we'll be making additional hair strokes between the ones we already created. As you make your second pass, ensure you are pulling the skin taut using the 3-point stretch method. We continue the same steps on the other brow for the second pass. During the third pass, you do not need to go over the whole brow. You are looking for gaps between hair strokes and for adequate pigment saturation on previously made hair strokes. After third pass is complete, we saturate entire brow with pigmentation and leave on for 10 minutes. After saturating the area with pigment, we now move on to the shading. Using our MAC electric permanent makeup machine and a 1-point round needle tip, we will begin shading the brow. Starting at the tail, we'll be using a brush-like stroke in an upwards motion. Pressure will be delicate to light as we sweep across the brow, giving a fuller, more defined look. To create the perfect pixel as you sweep across the brow, your needle should be at a 90-degree angle, working light and airy to layer pigment evenly. Your movement should be light and smooth, with consistent depth and speed, making sure you don't make any defined lines. The shadowing should transition from darker at the tail and bottom of the brow and gradually get lighter towards the head and top of the brow, making the perfect shadow effect. There are no set number of passes for shading. The goal is to achieve a desired look that is even and has a good gradient effect. Repeat on either side. After desired look and brow evenness has been achieved and your client is happy, clean the area with green soap and apply A&D ointment. Make sure your client has aftercare instructions and is educated on the healing process. If you like this video, please scroll down and give us a like and subscribe to our channel.